Okay, guys, fuck the clickbait. You gotta just three things. You gotta meditate, you gotta journal, and you gotta exercise, okay? If you do those three things every day, then your life will get a lot better way faster. Okay, your life is short. You don't have much time, right? So you gotta get things going fast, right? Well, these three things, these three habits, if you engage in these three habits, then your life will just magically doors will open up, things will start to happen. You also these three things, I don't even have to tell you the next step, because I could go on and on about what happens next and what to do, but really just these three things, you engage in these three things and then the rest kind of follows. I might, I'm not sure if it's coincidence, but I would also say maybe abstaining from masturbation and porn would probably be helpful too if you have any kind of a goal, because your energy levels just skyrocket. In my experience, I've gone 150, like over 150 days without whacking it, and my energy levels are way higher. It's because when you're, releasing energy, it's a whole thing that's like science behind it. I don't know. But also, it's like it might just like peak after 7 days and then go up and down. Point being, you should meditate, exercise, and journal. Okay, so when you're journaling, you do it. You go. What I like to do is I like to do it kind of at the same time every day. And if I don't do it at the same time every day, then what I do is I go from the last time I journaled. Um, Ideally, you do it every day. And so what you want to do is you want to start like a 50, get a draw a grid with 50 squares. Or actually, what I did is I started with 15 because 50 is daunting. Just do 15 days. Try to get in 30 minutes of meditation, 30 minutes of exercise, and 30 minutes of journaling. And then, so if you do those things, it's an hour and a half. You do those three things, it's like, oh, that's like an hour and a half I don't have. Listen, those three things are worth like, it's like $100. It's like $1,000 an hour, because if you do those three things, you'll probably end up wealthy. I mean, I don't know for certain, but I am for certain that your life would be so much better that it would be incalculable how much monetary, it would be priceless. It would make, I sincerely believe that if you do those three things every day, then your life becomes kind of a it becomes a dream. It becomes something magical. It becomes the kind of thing where you can pretty much have what you want, and the things that you can't have you don't want because it's unimportant. What I'm saying is you can get the root of what you want. So if before you wanted to like have steak every night, then maybe afterwards, after you meditate, journal, and exercise, you go, oh, I don't want steak. I could have steak because I have money, but I don't want steak anymore because it's like whatever. Maybe it's like unhealthy for you. What I'm saying is, just these three habits are very, very important. And I mean, what happens when you journal is you're like cleansing yourself of all your thoughts, and it's putting things into perspective, and it's releasing all that, and you can frame things in kind of a comedic way. And I think writing naturally finds itself comedic when you're writing about your situation. Everything seems, it gives you kind of a detachment and in objective perspective on things, and it's an insanely valuable skill to have those kinds of that kind of like detachment and objective perspective, where it really just, it lets you see things for how they actually are, and it makes you extremely resilient, extremely strong. And then exercise, of course, makes you physically better, and so it's just health. You want to listen. Health is probably the most important thing that exists, and you can have cheat days. I think cheat days are fine at the start, but I think what happens with cheat days is they start to feel kind of lame, and then you even get rid of a cheat day just because you don't want, you have a cheat day, and then maybe you just won't even engage in the cheating activity. Or if you do, then it's just not very satisfying, and so it kind of negatively reinforces it for next time. Uh, Because it's like if you have a take it easy day, a rest day, or cheat day, then that day you're probably just going to be like, oh, I feel worse on this day. So maybe it can be helpful in that sense where it reminds you that it's better to be following the system, to instilling, having good habits. But when you're journaling, again, I would say you review everything that's happened since the last time you journaled, and then you add your thoughts and feelings in the moment. And what I like to try to do is I like to try to like keep typing and not stop typing, like a continuous flow without a stop. I find that to be kind of a fun thing to do, and it results in me getting a lot of words down onto the page. But I do it in the Notes app of my Mac. Is where I do it. And then it can be helpful to just journal throughout the day, write little things. But that's a whole, again, if you take anything away, just start meditating, start journaling, start exercising. Meditate, journal, exercise. Meditate, journal, exercise. Maybe what would be better advice is 10 minutes of each for the first like week. And then like that's probably, if you have no experience with any of these, then 10 minutes is probably, hell, 5 minutes. If you do 5 minutes, do 5 minutes of each of these for the first week. Do 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of journaling, 5 minutes of exercise. And then what happens is it's like not even that much different when you do 15, and then it's not even that much different when you do 30, and then you could even do an hour of each. And then if you're doing an hour of each, then you're pretty much doing pretty well. As far as like, you're probably just going to be extremely healthy, and you probably wouldn't drink very much and stuff like that, because it would just, your body, once you're that aware, if you're journaling and you're meditating and you're exercising, your mind and your body, you just become very aware of like your health and about what's good and what's not, and it becomes very hard to do anything self-destructive at all. That's why it's like, it's almost as when the sheer power of these three habits, it makes all of school and all of education seem kind of like fraudulent. It's like, why wouldn't they teach these? I mean, they kind of teach journaling almost, but like they stop in grade school. I feel like they used to. It's like, why am I so happy when I was a kid? Well, part of it was probably the journaling. I mean, obviously there's like a whole lot of nuance there, but these habits are very powerful. And it's just, there's so many benefits. And so what it does is it makes you smarter too. I really do believe that, because anytime you're improving yourself, you become smarter. Intelligence is not a set in stone thing where you can't get smarter or you can't get sharper. You can, and being more aware is part of being smart. So you're operating at a higher level when you're engaging in beneficial habits and activities. So yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Make sure, meditate, exercise, journal, meditate, exercise, journal, meditate, exercise, journal. You got that? And you can send this to people if you want. If you can send this video to other people if you want them to engage in it with you. It's easier if you have a partner. Also, obviously having a motive for you to send it out. I mean, because it helps to get views. But another thing about this, it's like, because I journal, meditate, and exercise, I think that's a big reason why I'm like taking YouTube seriously and stuff, where it's like I'm going every day. And it's like, these are the kinds of things that happen. You start to pursue your goals and your dreams and ambitions more when you're doing the meditation, journaling, and exercise, because they're just things that make you very like high. They just elevate your level. It's a level up system. Okay, so anyway, Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, comment, win if you want to win and have good luck and stuff. Okay, thanks. Have a good one.